stop the Herod. Is this just
finally.
gonna be a Fredrin answer to the Joy?
I think like Kenziske using Harriet is really a disaster for the opponent.
Yeah.
Because how the positioning, how he utilized the ultimate itself, it's very important moment for the opponents, especially during the team fights. That's why yesterday when I do the restream, I always asking like, why nobody's like banning the Harriet from Kenziske? And now RQ sees that, they banning the Harriet.
Great move from RRQ, but hey, with the Joy taken away already, the Hayabusa also banned out. No real good options for Citizen just yet. If RRQ want to go for the Fredrin, they better go for it before the second banning phase. But with the Tsushin and Volvius, they're already gearing up for a brawl type situation. Do they want to oblige and go for and fight fire with fire?
I gotta say, I think this is gonna be an easy mid lane pick for a boy. There's a lot of options that's good here. If you wanna just a pure counter towards the Phobius and also the Jushin, Deep can work. You know, the Farsight can still work, and it kind of limits the potential of the gold laner of RRQ. They wanna pick a Granger, they wanna pick a Irithel or 1-1. It's still gonna, you know, that's the, I guess, the trap that Geekfam's gonna set in this phase.
The Badang. A playmaker that's very important right now. A lot of teams have been contesting it. It's a good flex pick option as well, but they've revealed the jungle and the gold lane already. On early 1-1, I guess Geekfam are thinking they're gonna ban the Irithel maybe and make sure that they take away all the dangerous laners. But man, that's a very bold pick. RRQ can go for it right now. Maybe that's what it is. Geekfam, pick Fredrin or Irithel, pick your poison.
So they're trying to put RRQ into a confusing situation.
Could be.
So then RRQ should try to make a priority scale, which is more dangerous, the Joy or the 1-1. They go for the Granger.
They go for the Granger. Because for me, personally, I think 1-1 is a very wise pick. Because there is no Farsia, they are using Yuzuxin as the mid lane. And about the Povius, Povius is a frontliner. So 1-1 can easily open the weakest point. That's the point why Geekfam is picking the 1-1 on the second pick.
And let's jump in on the back line, right, for the Phobius.
Yeah.
But the Granger pick, Arashi, they missed the chance to properly just counter the 1-1, either the Joy as well.
I think there's some plans, they might want to have a bit more range because they know they have a mid lane that's very short range. Because man, that's a golden opportunity to go for the Irithel and counter it. Mirko is very vocal about this. The 1-1 cannot do well against the Irithel. But now there's questions here about Toy, right? He's always been put on his Granger again and again.
Yeah.
Is he getting a bit too one-dimensional here? Because he used to play the Irithel and the 1-1. He used to play a wide variety of gold laners. Right now, the other signature pick for RRQ has been taken away by Geekfam. That Tigreal that was able to kind of turn things around against Onyx themselves.
Another signature pick that Geekfam might take away here is the Link, because they realize that the 1-1 is there and they want to limit that backline time potential coming in from Tsujin. And we know RRQ in the last game against Onyx, they were very, Harry was very, very good on the lane. It's pretty much disabling Toy from winning the game for them. So that should be the course here for Geekfam. And that's a good ban also, limiting the potential of a boy, the Eve. That should be a Farsa, right, for Geek after, or at least in the second phase.
The Eve being banned now, what options do Geekfam has against this Jushin, Arashi?
It depends. If they're concerned about a potential, they banned Lucas already, so anything with good wave clear and kite ability will be important. We've seen the meta kind of start going towards the kiting angle. Both Onyx and Geekfam when they were, and of course RRQ against Onyx, when they've gone against each other, distance management was something that's very important. I'm expecting some mobility for sure, but there we go. No Lucas, no Fredrin, no Baksha. So RRQ are losing a lot of options here, especially because we know Sutsujin, he's only good on a select few heroes unless RRQ has something up the bag.
But Geekfam, if they want to go all out team fights, I think Varamis is in the option right now. They can pick the Varamis because it have a good synergy between Joy, 1-1 and Badang.
Right.
But Chapman, is this a good, early pick for a full all-in combo? Oh! I was about to ask! And then Ruby comes through. Hey, we talked about this yesterday. E-Doc, when he was starting out playing for RRQ, he was bringing out the Ruby, he was bringing out the Tigreals. Where has the Ruby been? And there you go, the Ruby.
Mirko is very vocal saying it's not really possible, feasible, or wise to use it in the current meta, but you have to remember
ngon cái sợi cái làm cái kiểu chẳng sao
making those plays again and again.
Again and again.
The conundrum in M6, I believe, when RRQ were trying to deal with it.
ตอนนี้มาก็คอมเพล็กซ์ไลท์เซนแน่มุ่นนะ
I asked Mr. Ananan himself, wouldn't the Ruby make a bit more sense, right? More spammable cloud control, still having the potential to be aggressive and defensive. We didn't agree back then, but now maybe they found something. But the Lo Yi dude comes in, keep them with the macro threat.
Oh man, this is, and there you go, that lane, as we predicted, realize.
My oh my, that's gonna be very interesting. But now, Mirko and Gani, walk us through. Casters, time is yours.
Thank you so much, panel. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the caster desk. I'm Mirko, joined here by Gani. Welcome to the lower bracket finals. For the first time in the history of MPL Indonesia, we'll have a full best of 7. At least I hope it's a full best of 7.
Let's see.
I don't want to jinx anything. Just so that I don't jinx it, it's going to be 4-0. We're not going to see a best of 7.
Hopefully we do get
Trời,
a
nên
lot
trap
of
cái
games
đã
done,
cá châu bảy.
alright? And who will it be? Will it be
Được
the
lắm.
Kingslayers or will it be the Kings of Kings?
The two teams who've enjoyed the paradise that was the upper brackets will now battle in the depths of the lower brackets. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Land of Dawn lower bracket finals. One last ticket to MSC at EWC.
EWC
Yeehaw! Game 1, Land of Dawn. A little spell check here, nothing too crazy. 4 flickers.
lên flick tầng off này rồi đấy.
3N and Inspire.
Inspire ta ngon vàng.
Who will strike first in this
Họ bị
best
clack
of
star này
three?
mà bia.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's witness and enjoy the game.
Really good stuff from Geek Fam in the drafts, I feel, man.
Nó chưa lấy.
They were
Sao
2
flick
steps
rồi.
ahead
Flick mà
of
chu.
even us here on the caster desk, picking up the 1-1 while the Irtha was open, but it's okay because they knew that RRQ could have gone, or should have, I would say, gone for a jungler. Knowing that a lot of them would be banned out, but turns out Geek Fam instead went for the roam bans, taking away those playmakers from Edok. Something that we saw him utilize very well yesterday, almost being the key factor in a comeback up against Onyx.
Early học ngắn này.
Emblems here,
Cái mẹ thực chất kia
together for both
trong
Aboy and
vay mẹ.
And also we got the Koyos together for Edok. A pick that Arashi's been talking about, you know, where
Dark
has
side
this been?
môi đời
It's a
sự chín.
signature pick for Edok. A lot of times we see these comfort picks, Gani, and it
Sự
just
chín kia là
doesn't
clock
work
trên.
out. Sans on the Lilia. Let's see if Edok can pull off the Ruby.
It's a little bit of the risk.
Nhìn ra
here
pi
from
tăng là
that
phạch phạch.
That's going to be an airborne.
Sát man pi tăng.
EFM and RRQ, slow early game, touching and going. No spells triggered as well, and seems like they will go all in the first turtle fight.
Turtle 1 is going to be a big point of contention here for both these teams. Again, the Ling pick towards the end was the only choice, to be fair, right? We were talking about the Fredrin, but it was banned out. Good pin down, Rinse
Bom một hồi
on
mũi.
utility pick as well. A boy, this is what I like about a boy, right? When he gets his hands on the carries, Rinse pulled back already, set up better for Geek Fam for Turtle 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great reminder for Boy, who was on the 1-1 against Kyrie on the Ling, and he struggled in that game. Sutsujin looking to replicate that gameplay, and let's see, will it come to fruition or not? Seems like both
Phải thôi thôi là hai nè. Geek Fam.
for the first turtle take.
Both assassins, there's no need, no rush to go for neutral objectives. They can just farm out, especially for RRQ, knowing that again, Makekids was able to take it earlier, but Loisky getting chunked quite low. Turtle number 1, Makekids a level ahead already.
Lực
So
bom
just still
mũi,
on the
hai.
orange buff now. Good Lantern Flare Rins.
Tí
Backing
chạy
away.
mũi.
Time with the flicker
À,
forward,
co
get
cho
a
bầy.
dark wave, and now Infernal Pursuit
Đà
over the
co
back.
đi
The
rèn.
Flame caught as well. Time continues.
Ôi.
But Loisky got 3.
Tempest of Blade will not be able
Ôi,
to
bà lôi
find
nó
out
chắc mắt
against
bây
the
giờ.
Kids.
Almost getting it.
Ngọc
Now
Rin
in
rồi.
mid lane, Rins, no Crimson
Ngọc Rin
Beam.
Gaming rồi.
Mounted by the glue.
Chùm đi.
Diamond walking
Chú
up
lơ
gets
thật
a
từng mà.
basic attack onto
Hai.
the lethal Wanderer.
Ui.
God still with
Mà thu tao vay ý độc mới nắng bà chỉ chùa bập hậu viện.
missing Edok.
Chụp kích
Getting
kìa.
away. One
Nó
to
chứ.
one with Geek Fam. Beloy and a boy are back on the
Chụp
turtle.
kích này.
Diamond with the dark
Mà
wave
sao tao vay ý độc mới nắng chùa bà này.
Collapse on the turtle.
And
Iron
đấy.
looking for an escape
Hấp.
route.
Chỉ co một tí má.
Bang, chomped
Chỉ
up
còn.
by Gobs. A boy
Ngoan
coming
đi
in as
lên.
well. Immobilization. 3-man
Đặt
dark
cho
wave.
ra Rotana
Diamond
đuổi.
win down again, a free turtle.
Đặt cho Blue nó Quintana đuổi.
Kill for Geek Fam.
RRQ, they are struggling to find the connection in that turtle take, and Yeah, that
Geek
was,
Fam bike off
just
chu vào đó em
clean
rồi.
discipline execution from side of Geek Fam. Now, can they translate it to the later stage? Prediction. We got colors.
Cái thẻ á vậy.
Now predicted by our new
YouTube nó
application,
bật thẻ đó.
RRQ.
Có mới tới như
Once
cái
we
clip
were
mà lấy
3
AV.
to 3. All right, it's equal. Coleus, me, and Arashi, we've gone RRQ. We have a battle amongst ourselves.
Mày mũi.
But remember, this could be a way for me to curse. You know what I mean?
Okay. You're teasing us.
Okay.
You're teasing us.
Very convenient for me.
4 minutes in, just the 3 kills in total. And yeah, Toy and Kenzie, safe farm so far. Untouched. I don't think they have spent their spells just yet, so that's pretty okay. Toy though already rotating towards the mid.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the double lane. Something you can do against the 1-1 when you have the Granger is, again, utilize the double lane. Mainly on the Granger too, you just have a lot of kill pressure in lane, but Beloyski has been able to neutralize that
Ý động
really
đa cái lọc
well
kinh
in
mẹ
lane 1. Constantly rotating to keep Kenzieski safe, and we really see a shift in styles for Kenzie. I think in the regular season early on, he always wanted to go for the 1v1s. They got soloed by Iman, and after that, he had to go through a whole redemption arc. Practicing in scrims, getting better, and now he decides, for the most part, not to engage in the lane.
Looking at the Adams corrosion, yeah, 3.1. Oh, 400 between the two, 500 even. So
Ui,
that's an edge.
mai cái
Rims already with Lancer Flare now.
Chóp phí.
Again, Beloyski gonna be caught.
Đánh
It will
lôi
be
vậy
taken
đấy.
down. Toy
Bỏ.
gets the kill, another
À
Lancer
bôi mà
Flare
ngồi tiếp.
over to a boy. But the
À
Brave
ý
Strike
đọc tim nó phi
gets him back
tiền
to
flick kid.
safety. Also the regen. Unfortunately for Toy, just a tad bit late. Could have been a stack on the Sky Piercer.
Out of position, Beloyski there, punished and unlucky for Geek Fam. RRQ, they have prio on the next turtle. Geek
Buộc
Fam,
nách em đấy.
they recover.
Buộc.
Another I'm offended over. A
Không ngoi ba bôi lên.
Again, Lancer Flare not there. Kenzie. Dive
Ôi
on the back,
cho à
Toy
bôi rồi.
shoot with a pin
Ơ
down.
mà à bôi không?
Well,
À
caught as well.
lạp.
1 for 1 though in the
Không
end.
không cái này.
Speed for mid. making
Mà đang
turtle.
không không cái ai đi.
Initiation by Dyrano.
Nên là bôi rất rủi này.
Beloyski looking for an initiation.
Không phô bia tao bị khen là cái ai vậy nè.
Skill, that's an all-in onto
Từ
the
rồi.
right. Turtle can be taken. Edok pinned down to the wall, gets over the wall. Sutsujin.
Mấy đó nữa. Lôi
Beloyski
thêm
waiting for the
xui
pin
mà.
again.
Xinh
Oh,
xinh xinh xinh.
Sutsujin.
Finds the connection and Kenzie
Trời buồn
falls.
đau smooth nữa.
RRQ, they may lose out on the turtle take on the first one, but
Buồn đau
second
smooth
round, it's
thôi
all
mà.
them.
It's been so equal that at this point, I guess we gotta talk about scaling. Geek Fam have secured the first 2 turtles in the game, but RRQ have found really good trades on the board. A turret up top, more kills.
Trời,
Do they
pi
have the scaling?
pi
They
pi
certainly
cu
do
ní
have damage when it
ồ.
gets to late game with the Ling. The 1-1 falls off.
Goal lên smart này đánh
Toy
như
goes
nào mà.
crazy
Cái
in the
goal
late game. Rins with the flicker out already. I think even if we get to the late game, it's kind of equal, but the diversion plays, I think, is what really will set the 2 teams apart. Once we get to mid to late, once these turrets start to fall, and
Thế là
once
bối
the
có boss kia khó cái lượt vài bật à.
That's
Mình flick nó tình on mình flick mình flick à. Cái chạy vào đây. Ơi chui rồi bối mũi.
Mounted up, still taken down. Great Sky Piercer stack now. It's asking me to pin down one more time.
Tao ơi. À chọn mê khi đây. Chọn Edok một chút là anti là Edok.
4 to 6 on the scoreboard. 1-1. Beloy and Edok. Poscops.
Đó là thù với thằng cha mà tag skill choi này. Choi họ chối này này. Ui, chùa rồi chứ. Thôi chứ.
Yeah, let's take a breather. 1.2k gold between them, but okay. That's surprising. RRQ winning on the audience prediction.
Extremely surprising, you know. Probably one of the smaller fan bases in Mobile Legends. That's a joke. RRQ obviously going to always win these audience predictions. The Kingdom.
Choi cho ca đấy kìa, bạ chỗ nó chọc đi lên nó đi lên trăm tập thiện trình thôi. À thiên là chỗ chọc vô rồi.
By what? Like 3-1. Quite crazy. 1,000 gold. And to be fair, RRQ, they built themselves such a good composition to deny the joy. They have so many displacements. You see, usually you just wait for Tyrant
Okay,
to
lên
lock
lâu
on
đã
range
lót ý
or
kiến,
that
à lót
shoulder
cái áp
bash,
đấy thôi
and
mấy.
then you'll be free. But now you have to deal with again the Jusin, the Ruby, and technically Suzuki can land a Tempest of Blades on him, knock him up.
Goes both ways, right? see
Vậy là
his
pi
first
mà đấy.
ward has spawned. Geek
Trôi
Fam
lên tao thò luôn, lên lọt nữa.
line just
Ngâm lên lọt này.
under a K. They have I mean compensation. Holy Crystal though, that's a big
Holy Crystal
power
chẳng
spike
vậy.
for make it.
Đi mạch cọp rồi, trời.
I'm offended over the gobs.
Cái bột lấy cái luôn.
Will be able to utilize it, but Lois
Chọp đi ra muối.
now.
Vô tay cả toàn bàn.
Rinse pops into
Bán stay
Watch
bán
it
bán
forward.
là máu chăm là can điên.
That's gonna be weak.
Thì
It's
lăng anti lần này kìa.
connection, but I'm for back. Dyron falls.
Đi đi chọc đi nè, mới đi nè. Thôi.
Finding a kill.
Chọp xin xin
Down by the fist crack as Kenzie
men ta choi ta chuột ta lính ta nháy ta ho ta mơ cho bọc bà nàng được thì bên khâu ta khăn đi nè ô chui rồi Geek Fam vậy đấy lên xài gì chẳng
The reactive draft of RRQ has not been
Mùi
able
máu.
to get them the mid-game wins. Geek Fam waited so patiently for their power spikes, that Holy Crystal
Bùm,
right on
bùm.
cue, Ghana. You mentioned it, and they went in. Explosive initiation from Beloyski. Saw that
là
Giant
giảm
was
thói
opposition.
bà lên tí nè
Once you
không lên
get
sai
one of those things, again, one of the core components as to how they've been able to deny the joy.
blue red
It
mùi bà
leaves Make-It with so much room. Rins, it didn't really help that they were kind of scattered in that fight.
vậy tụi chia mọi tròn đi
Gotta play for Toy. Toy has 3 kills still, 2 stacks on Sky Piercer.
It's really tough, right? I mean, like what, 2 minutes ago, RRQ had the gold lead.
Tiếp lên teleport đi
1,500 gold. 2 minutes later,
teleporter bị
Geek
coi
Fam
nó ngó vào thôi
almost
nè vô
regained,
mọi
and they're not done on the offense. Lord is still marching by
Chộp
the side
linh
of
vào đây.
Diversion.
buộc chuột rồi ê trời mai không biết mang cả lá luôn ơi
Beloyski with the help of his
ui
partner
bà
in
lồi
crime.
mà
Boy.
combo flick KTP
He really has a dream. A boy, Lord, bottom
lời
side.
ski lời men
Can they pressure more?
Yes, they can. I don't know about
Dùm.
the wave clear from RRQ. Make
Rin.
it. Off the back,
ơi
the
xong rồi
smiling
Rin lợt bán
jungler.
ơi Rin
Smiling
lợt
a
bán
bit
lại
too
cục quê cho
widely
mày
in
win
this game, getting everything he wants.
Okay. Tempo seems like with the holy defense, RQ will be able to hold on. And Geek Fam, at this point, right, we are about to enter the late game, and it's going to get very
Rồi
scary
cái thía
for
rồi cái thía
RRQ.
slow mà ơi
Diversion play. We saw what Sans did with the Luo Yi yesterday against RRQ, so
internet
will
nhưng
we
mà nó
have
mẹ nó
that
cái thía chứ
PTSD
anh nhớ
against a boy?
It's a good question. I don't know. It's tough. We were talking about if both teams scaled equally. Oh,
chỉ có移động rồi đó
reaction now.
chỉ có mà
Over to Edok,
Team
moves
khỏi
it
bên
up
chứ.
as well. Edok
Team
has
khỏi.
the flicker, he does not want to
tiền cho
utilize
mũi
it defensively,
cái
but he
tiền
does
click
make
diệt
it.
mua plot
Finds
đấy
it, attempts to play defensively. Geek Fam though, they will back away.
So slow yet so calculated for Geek Fam. They don't rush into these things. They just find the poke. And now we're really seeing, the weakness of the Ruby. The weakness of when Edok doesn't get a prio pick. Beloy, no one saw that. It's fine.
chứ nữa là tam thương không ngập chơi rồi đó mình bị ngọc
Oh, that Tigreal ban really hurt.
Great read, right? Draft-wise, especially in the second phase.
Better nodding.
Oh. But yeah, Hasklaw's
Để nó
as
ôn
well,
lịch như thế đấy.
Kenzie. So that survivability,
Yeah.
gotta take into consideration where RRQ might go for the all-in, but the Hasklaw can be clutch for Kenzie.
For sure. He's gone for the crit build, ladies and gentlemen. We all
Trời, đây là port rồi đấy.
version from
Chộp.
the boy with a dream of
Chộp
what
kia
a
đấy.
catch.
Ừ.
Again to Jinlei.
sao bố kia toàn
You know, calm,
dạ trâu nè
collected.
ui
Okay,
bố
so
chưa nữa
at least he has
Mà
secured
Jin Jang
the
chưa
true
đấy.
damage item within that endless battle.
lấy cái chọp trên giấy ngọt
He has chances, right? And now he is controlling the top side, and Geek Fam, they're gonna blitz this.
thôi
For
trình
Toy.
biểu đi
Big item, electrifying beast over to the Lord already. They want to blitz
Kém.
this as quick as they can. So
Mai!
they wanna be seen.
Hai.
Secures it.
ngọt Rin Gamer đấy Rin Gamer show mà thấy nhỉ ồ AT rồi chọp lính hết cho show mắt show rồi chọp ý độ đây teleport đi điện buộc chọp bối với đấy ơi mà bối không ngon đá này mình xây rồi rồi Fortana rồi
Bang, 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 bang. That's four
đồ cho bối mũi đi ở chân nành thế
Damn! That's 2 times more bangs than you see
Ollie.
in the video game. RRQ.
lì
Now they're really on
chú
the back
kịch
foot,
phàm bái
and man,
kịch phàm bái ơi
reminds me of an old version of RRQ.
ហើយហ្គេម7តែហ្គេមទី1តា
RRQ
សល់
toughest times
6ហ្គេមទៀតដែរ
on their goal
លាក់បង់ឲ្យ
line.
Geek Fam
Skyler-centric
មួយសិន
back in the day. Currently it's all toy.
During that time, gotta
ម៉ាក់
remember.
ស៊ូម៉ាក់អូខេ
Defensive team, they are so good at defending. Will that characteristics show in this game?
Skylar nè,
Behind almost
Skylar តែ
7K.
ណាឆ្ងល់ដល់មិនដាក់ថយ
Lord,
វិញ
can they pull the
Skylar លេងឲ្យអកជួយដល់ស្រួលអត់ដឹងដែរ
that team
ខាត់មើលយូរ
Was actually knocked out by Geek Fam,
Sing.
making an 1 against the Mercenary. Once a part of his team back in the day. Now in the mid lane of Siege, Edar walking up, Gobs with the spreads.
Trong riêng gamer đi đấy.
Pops in the Crimson Beacon, big resource.
RQ still holding on. They want to prioritize to take this lord down. Geek Fam patiently waiting for a mistake.
កាវចូល
Oh,
មួយ
that's a mistake. Kenzie, way too aggressive. Luckily, you have a
កាវតំណងកាវចំកូឡែននេះណា
RQ word
តំណងមើល
Edar to find a target
អ៊ី
like
ដុក
that.
តំណងមនុស្សមកកណ្ដោកាវចំពីទៀត
Down in the far lane. This
Chưa-
is
chưa Kenzie,
immense
chưa lắm.
value for Geek Fam.
All right, seems like RQ again. They are able to defend
Thôi, thôi,
the
thôi, thôi, thôi,
lord
thôi.
here.
សុំសលេង
By the way, Ruby.
Ô, buộc blue luôn bạn ơi.
That's a pull.
បោកដៃអត់ថាបោកដៃមកវិញមកដល់អត់មានគេឆែក map ទៅបណ្ដោយទីមកតែមួយ
Kenzie's deep in the
Chui.
side again. Such a chance.
Ôi, flick khó tiền.
That's going to be Dyron though to run for
No cross.
មានមកប្រឡយដាក់ skill ទី2អា skill ទី2ខុំនឹងមកដាក់
Ends up being one for
ត្រូវ
one.
មនុស្សវិញជាប់តិចនេះ
I guess
Không,
you could
mình
say
flick
blue
tấu.
team usually
Ắt
benefits
bao tờ
from
bóng.
that one-for-one
Flick
trade,
không.
but
ខុំមនុស្ស
I don't know about this.
Sao?
I think it really still benefits Geek Fam knowing that again, without that front line, they can't open their own jungle. Geek Fam has full control of the kingdom's jungle.
រៀនហ្គេមមើលចេញ3អាចថា
Really hard for the RRQ composition to open the map, right? You know,
លែ
sure,
កៅយ៉ាត់លីកលប់
but Ruby's not a hero that can really face check, especially when
លែហ្គេមយ៉ាត់លីងត្រឡប់ណាប្រទេស
losing team. So
កុំលេខសើចសោះ
how they handle it seems like RQ's play is just
ចាំ
come
កុំ
up,
លេងសើច
send Susujin far lane, but this time
លែហ្គេមលីងចាក់អល់ហើយ
Susujin joins immediately.
ពូវាចេញ 3អាចធំដែរ
With the nature already built up, Veloci
អូបលយឡូឈីមបលយអស់ពាក់កដាមកហ្នឹងឲ្យបលយទៅផ្ទះសិនមក
This is a big item
ចាំ
for Geek Fam.
បលយ reset មកសិនចាំមកចាំបាយ
The only real threat for Kenziski the entire game, 60 minutes has been.
អូគេដឹងបាត់
Damage dealer, he now reacts
គេដឹងបាត់ហើយគេដឹងថាបលយទៅផ្ទះបាត់ហើយ
on Tyron finding the
បូក
rock.
វាយអាបយបាត់ហើយដាច់អាបយបាត់ហើយ
Boy will be
អើ
falling
យ
again.
មកអើយ
That's gonna be making
អើយ
Trying to go for more. Kenzi's got
អូ
like
វាយ
a rock ball
ដាក់មក
tag.
ដាក់មកអ៊ីដងវាយ
Kenzie
ស៊ឺជីន
going for the
ដាក់មកអើយ
on the wall, he
ជោគជ័យហើយសល់ថយតែមួយនឹងមានស្អីចេញ
triple. Only
អូយ
one man
ម៉ែ
left
នោះឃ្លីលេន
standing.
អើយឃ្លីលេនអើយគេឃ្លីលេនអើយ
He deals with the wave,
Ôi.
but Geek Fam have
អត់មាន
another.
គេបាំងមិនមានទេចឹង
RQ. Toy, will he be able to defend this?
ថយធ្វើអីចេញថយថតឯងហ្នឹង
Make kids with the minions in the mid lane now jumping in all the way to the back.
ងាប់ថយកកមួយទៀតអេដាច់ខ្យល់
With a punch to finally knock RRQ out.
ជោគជ័យ
Game number 1.
Geek Fam.
ជាអីស៊ីដល់ហើយគេហ្វេមវាយ
First of 7. Great,
Không vàng ấy thì
approach,
sao?
great execution, and RRQ will be the ones to
ទៅ
suffer
ជាមិន
first.
ប្របាអីទៅហើយ
A devastating blow. The Kings who've just fallen from the upper bracket finals. The fallen Kings. How could it be even more poetic? In their weaker state, going up against the man, Valoisky, the team, Geek Fam, who've been called, who've been named the Kingslayers, the one that has always been somehow the kryptonite of RRQ on the first sweep.
Thì
with the
Geek Fam bay
solution
xuống
back
rồi
in
nè.
season 12. And man, RRQ, I don't know what to say. They have to go back to the drawing books they have. They went back to regular.
lên game class lên ngỏ ba cái phèp cái vậy ộp chu lần thói nhé sharp bạn đuổi cái đó tại lên ចូលលឿនកុំឲ្យគេចូលហ្គេមវិញយើងតន់ចូល Đạn gỗ led má này ạ. Đặt này giúp lịch trừ lại sự xét này.
Your team is banished.
Chụp dương lì cái này.
Please ban a hero.
Please ban hero. Lập. Cái súng rạ dù nó chẳng làm xuống nó côi chạm cái một địch là chúng tôi sẽ bên lấy bàn mà kẻ vì kẻ mót làm mấy cái chỗ với chăm chừng bài tôi trời quả lượng nhóm lắm nó kìm miệng
Some lessons need to be repeated.
The enemy is picking.
Pin lính của mình đi mũi.
Let's
Shall
go.
bathe in their blood.
Your
The
team
light
is
belongs to
picking.
the righteous.
Let's play together.
Rap tháp ô nắng. Mình vô hero nam bay một.
From cinder to flame, I've shed
Nó mới
the
tám
ashes
lên
of
cầm
the
mid lên rồi.
past.
Mid. Còn mày chỉ được mày những bay này ớt.
My friend.
Tại mày tra sợ ấy. Là chẳng mày tí kìa bạn với tình yêu. Mấy căn là chán ngay rồi. Cái ai tầm pém luôn. Tầm pém
You
luôn.
should be ashamed for not trusting
Your
yourself. Your team is picking.
For not trusting yourself.
Valor and royalty in a dead body.
Rồi lươn lên game cái cho bên lá để nó nhây nhây.
Light will fall prey
The enemy
to
is
shadow.
picking.
Like you fall prey to shadow. Chẳng bát tha bóng nó nè. Ta cùng mình yên khó tới lại.
I'm born with talent.
Trồng kề mấy cái lên của ít này. Mình mai dân đi. Mình lên 45 mà bạn đọt đi. Giữa tổng biên tập, giữa biên tập nhưng mùi. Mình phải lên phim tại. Sư chắc. Cái lấy chạ co đấy à. Cái lấy flick này. Nhóm lấy flick này. Combo flick. Mắng chuột. bạc Hera rồi. Hera tăng pi chọc máu lên online là hồi đá. Để con một bay này mà anh. Bay luôn á nhưng chui vậy. Đòn nữa mình nữa. Ai gặp lơ này nè. Ngoa bắn thế này. Đây để bên về 4 này. Đây, mình họ bên về 4 nó trâu đấy. Đi một đợt mì vào đây. Cái rồi. Mình về 4 không mau rồi. Cái là bút cặp giờ bạn chơi nè. Phàm bánh phàm mà bút quá. Trời ơi em đánh minion ăn muối. I won't accept anything short of absolute victory. Nhưng mà nhập tôi nè, đánh minion ăn mặc quá này, tôi chơi gì? Đánh minion không thế đây. Tôi chết. Chốt chạy. Bạn phi rồi cổ mới chốt chạy mà nâng khá tao mà cái nồi vậy nè. Ta bắt nấy lôi sọt vào đây. Lôi sọt vào đây bây giờ. Cài tại nè em cài cái tờ. Thấy sao nhỉ? Chiến near spawn mới dần. Muối cái cạp ngọt đấy. Đó quá nha. Cái ăn bên đi cái màu. Đi đây cái màu. Thôi. Rồi chết. Mèo chăm tí. Còn thứ ấy nè. Rồi, thằng trong ca là kêu mau váy. Let's get my on. Ui, cột bay nè. Thôi. Thế mình tụ hiểm thế. Châu tao mình châu tao ấy. Cái thử. Cái lê chết. Cái lê chết rồi. Ngọt hay hyper em lên trái. Có đây là lên trái. Có đây lên trái. Nó bắt chia đăng trên đặt đây lên quá. My one. Chụp chạy. Kẹo cắt chim một tí nữa. Đánh vai kìa mà. Vai kìa ngọt thế nhưng đang kìa thầm mấy bây giờ. Để trăng là vai kìa ngọt nhưng đang kìa thầm mấy. Lan chim nó ơi rồi. Lan chim lan bằng của màn tăng. Này bắn tu con ấy con nhé. Sự screen như là con lớn nhé. Mùi rồi ngắt chân nhé. Muốn tốn lên chạy thầm riêng là đạp đây. Ngọc anh nha ơi, chẳng có là chẳng có cho ta con đi.
The enemy has slain the turtle.
Bật chị em snipe mình đây bây giờ. Ôi, bị ngọt thiệt. Ngọt à, lên nó cho bị ngọt lố chắc nhóm. Ban mình thằng ham đó bắt nào. Ấy trong một tam vai này. Ngọt à. Ngon. Đừng nhà nào đối. Thời giờ bọt thôi. Slow đã có này bật đề. Đó. Rồi bị chân lang được. Bàn từ giấy thì anh cùi được slow này. Vai ngọc bên. Không phải cái vai ngọc với gì mấy. Tam vai kèm toán cái vai ngọc bên.
Time to get serious. Initiate retreat. Our turret is under attack. Scarlet collapse.
casting bay tích kìa. Này hết. Mùi bay bùa đấy nè. Vãi tăng chưa nè. Đây là chân đó. Sẩy ghê. Ngọt là hột trắng ngọt á. Lôi sụt. Yes, ngọt trong đó là đồ sao đi. Này. Đã mà này. Ăn mê cái chui. Dạ này hyper lên short à. Tao ơi. Tao rồi nè. Short. Đã có. Nãy là lúc cái liệt B8 rồi liệt B4 với ngọt tầm rú. Biết một phần nó quay chưa thế. Phải chứ. Ngọt đầu tiên là lôi sập. Và đầy kề đây ơi. Xe đá nó cũng một phay đó toán thử muối. Còn kia đây. À, mạch đi xe cũng đang slow đói đây. Đó là một bay buôn. Ê à, một bay buôn nó vãi kiểm trừ rồi. Vậy là. Một bay buôn bánh chanh chờ đó. Thôi nào với. Anh ơi. Mơ ngon đi đang đợi.
Do they want to go for a chip first, maybe? That should be an option, but it hasn't been working for Beloyski. It only worked. Oh, never mind.
Whoa.
Was it banned in the first game?
Yeah. RQ banned on the first game, so that's why Geek thinking about like picking the Suyo on the first pick, because if they not pick the Suyo, RQ might pick the Suyo on their pick, on their first pick.
On the.
Boy.
But right now against Suyo, Maycats, are they gonna use the chips?
I don't know about that.
I think chip is free. Goyi is free.
They go chip Loyi? Is that a possibility?
Onyx, Frat.
Onyx can pull it off, but Onyx, in a way, are built kind of different, Cole. I think it's a tall order, but RRQ, they've been experimenting with some crazy picks, but no. They go back on the Tsushin.
Oh, man.
And the Gatot Kacha.
So is this gonna be Geek Fam with the Loyi chip? I mean, Beloyski loves the chip. A boy plays a Loyi as well. In the previous game, he was playing that as well.
I think it's still gonna be a Badang again.
Oh.
And they're gonna still save the mid lane for the second phase, just the way they usually do, man. I don't know why. They always save a boy's pick for the last pick and left him with like crumbs, you know. But they can have a different approach here, I guess, because oh, never mind. It's still gonna be the Harith consistency. I mean, there's no reason for them to stray away from this almost guaranteed winning hero, you know, in a team fight. Now the question is, what kind of frontliner do you pick? Oh, shocker! It's gonna be a Badang again.
Oh, the 1-1 take up by RRQ though. Well, I guess it won't be a counter matchup against an Irithel. That's
If
much
Farsa.
guaranteed. But yeah, the Farsa I think has to be respected immediately. And along with that, I don't know, here's like can kind of like sustain from the crossbow of tag.
Oh, Aramis?
Aramis. Hey, Geek Fam have been bringing it out, you know. Despite Mirko's advice, Geek Fam have been kind of adamant on going for that Aramis. And by all means, it is a signature hero for a boy. And you mentioned it, Colliers. Depends on the pilot.
Because the pilot is a boy, right?
Yeah.
But now, I think it's gonna be a very aggressive gameplay during the early game from the Geek drop because they have Suyo, they have Badang, who's very powerful on the early game, and they can give space for Kenziski to farming, and joining the team fight later.
The Harith is late game monster, right? The Suyo and the Badang, I think, really enables early game as well. I mean, with the Jawhead, it was so good. With the Badang, even better because now you have a set. You have a sort of a way to just open up the map and even the skirmishes. It's going to be very nice. But now, Geek Fam, what are they looking to ban?
คือมาនៅកធៈចឹងងាប់ហើយនឹងការណាតន់នេះ
secure an easy matchup for the EXP, but I'm still focusing my, you know, what's gonna be the Apoy pick here because I feel like when Geek Fam is playing against a 1-1, they always need to somehow either pick the Farsa, which has already been banned, or pick either Lu or Yi or the Chip. So Lu or Yi is getting banned. There's still an Eve. That might be an answer too, because considering that, you know, the last match, RQ versus Onyx, that was the saving grace. That RWM, a single ultimate from Sans, was able to get Savero down to 50% HP in a flash.
You have to remember that the combo, right? The Heave along with the Zaman Force from the Harith, it means that you're stuck inside the Zaman Force, allowing your gold laner to output a lot more damage as well. Aside from that, being a direct counter to the Tsushin as well, seems like a double value pick for Geek Fam. I don't see why they wouldn't go for it as they ban away the Fredrin. So once again, no utility available for Sutsujin.
Yeah, just targeting Sutsujin down to the core, right? Forcing him to play yet another unfavorable matchup. I mean, the lane is still available, but do you want to go to lane against the Harith, right? It's going to be very hard for Sutsujin. So what are some sensible options then for Sutsujin?
Oh boy, at this point,
for looking at the hero pool that Sutsujin has secured in the regular season, not much actually, you know. He only played 7 heroes this season, and the ones that's left that has been picked is Yi Sun Shin and Ling.
If there's no Valentina, how about Lucas?
Lucas already been banned.
yeah, it's bad.
I didn't see. Oh yeah.
Because it's Naruto, it's not Lucas, technically. But this is the issue also for RRQ. We talked about how they are so dynamic with the engages, and how they're trying to try and hinge on that using the Ruby. But now with the Godpot and the CC, yeah, they have sustainability this time, but they don't have a lot of catch at all.
And they need survivability, right? Gimme and Phobius.
Man, the front to back is crazy from Geek Fam right now.
At the same time, you're up against a 1-1 too.
Yeah, but I mean, the crowd control, the sustainability, and damage output, man, Geek Fam is overloaded if it's gonna be a front to back, and there are no assassins left around for Sutsujin to try and use.
Assassin's Hero might be the option. Maybe another Ling, because he can aim for Kimi, or even the contest with Suyo on the early game for the Turtle.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't many choices for Ling as well, right? Alpha, rather for Sutsujin, but he will go the Alpha. Why the oh no?
I don't like it. I don't like it, I gotta say. You're just walking into a lot of CCs, and Alpha is not good against CC, unless you have Matilla to bail you out.
No bail.
Definitely the snowballing right now, I think,
Yeah,
Alpha very needed the kill points.
yeah. I think the winning condition for the Alpha is to snowball early on. Maybe get those items go on, and now it's up to the casters to bring out the game. So Mirko and Gani, stage is yours.
Wow. The Alpha last pick for RRQ.
Dạ,
We thought we
YouTube
were
nhầm slow
gonna be,
lên.
seeing like a weird pick for Sutsujin.
Mà nó đừng bị cắt tay với ai được mà nó mình chắc down slow rồi. Thơ sẽ làm cắt, thơ sẽ làm cắt.
So much CC on the other side. Phoveus
Sao phải
displacement
mong
as
của
well.
mỗi
But,
tao mong
ladies
vậy
and
ông
gentlemen,
bốn về một
welcome
má
to the land of
đó.
dawn. You can see the Gerudo wings of MPL Indonesia to fly us into this world. Eden too, right there to welcome us.
Let's see, will RRQ take game 2 to equalize, or will Geek double their lead? A boy mid with the Kimmy. Let's see if this guy can make it happen again.
Who are you to shred as the alpha? Usually you see a Baksha on the other side, you know, a tanky boy like a Gatot even, and then you say, sure, let's go alpha, let's shred him. Big kids, Suyo isn't tanky, not that durable. The Phoveus, I guess? Kanziski already struggling up top in this 1v1. 1-1, definitely favored in this battle, in this matchup. Pull yourself together as usual. Nothing too crazy. 2 bargain hunters though for Geek Fam. 2 Inspires, 2 Beloyski in the mid lane. I actually thought it was going to be the Zas for a boy. They went for a more meta pick.
Yeah, it seems like they do not want to take that risk just yet. Kenzie though, great spot, right? Already popped his Purify, so that's just Kenzie got to play it very, very carefully in the lanes. A quick setup in the bottom side though, but Dyron for now is able to space out from that threat.
I just really love the understanding of Geek Fam and to like how the individual matchups play out. They know that they can't go up top in the gold lane, so Karen in this lane for the most part is just going to be there to farm up. So instead they rotate down below to get Prio for Gobs, who's also in a losing matchup against a CC, giving Gobs some more space to breathe, and now he doesn't get punished as much as he should have in the early game while going up against the CC.
Okay, now, both teams just touching and going, trying to trigger spells before the first hurdles. Of course, it's going to be RRQ here moving as a unit, 4-man rotation, rotating towards the mid to get that mid prio.
Yeah, good prio. Rin's already zoning the back again. Gobs able to get level 4, but a boy isn't level 4 just yet. Tyrant, curtain call, a boy able to walk just in time together. 2 big ultimates already used out. No Crimson Beacon and no curtain call. Makers level 5 to Sutsuji's 4.
I think that's going to be Rin's taken down first.
Uh-oh. Sutsujin doesn't know what to do. Not using his Spear of Alpha. That could have been a big play to win a team fight. Hesitation from RRQ. Sutsujin has another shot. Who will he go on? That's a pin down over. Only one member. Locked for the Spear of Alpha. Gobs goes in and put up pursuit over the Tyrant. Again on Sutsujin. Edok looking for the kill, but Beloy gets away.
Ngon gót bật xuyên chất chân rồi.
And of course, Gobs will be able
Cái lú
to
bật
lock
chất
Sutsujin
chân rồi.
down. First turtle goes to
Miên dày
defense.
điện.
What happened to RRQ? The clean, calm, composed early game system of Keskute is breaking in front of our eyes. We saw the keys to victory for Geek Fam. Bring it to late game, where that inevitably happens, but for RRQ, it's not even functioning right.
Keep in mind, folks, that RRQ, they're the regular season champion. Right now, 3 minutes in, they're behind 2,000 gold. That is significant.
And it's so glaring that this 2,000 gold lead, yes, was from Geek Fam outplaying RRQ, but also from RRQ hesitating.
Greedy. Also greedy.
Greedy, hesitating. It's weird. Sutsujin, while he was at that choke point, he was, I think, able to get like a 4
Chờ wifi nhưng mà nào với mau với nhiều.
But he
Biết
hesitated.
slow
He
thôi mà,
waited. He was
YouTube
like,
nhóm ta
"Who's
dư
gonna
chơi
go
mà.
with some of those
Khi
resources
bay
that
đòn
are
đòn đấy
Rin's?"
toàn nó ra lại.
Now they're caught in a tough
Đó
spot,
còn
man.
kìa.
Again, we gotta remember that RRQ kind of need the first few
Mà
turtles.
năng là
It's
chập
a
đàm lộ
two-sit
lộ
alpha.
wifi
They
nhưng
get
nó chập
outscaled
đàm
by
thừa
the
xí
Kimmy,
chút
even the
mình đá
Herald.
wifi mình mong mình đá lươn mình mong đá dư tiết ảo chút
RRQ has to play with in the later stage, I guess, is where the CC outscales the Phoveus. But even then, it's
phải
all next few laners aren't really the best in lane.
ai là mongผมmôi mau ấy nó chập đàm thừa tục
For that EXP, but
mong
you
ผมmôi
mentioned
mong
it.
bảy mong
Two
bốn đấy
big
đó mà
resource
thừa tục
where
kê
it was used already.
tôi sẽ cái thơm
So
chênh
maybe perhaps that's why Alpha also Sutsujin looking for a pick.
Uh-oh. In the bottom. Oh, good flicker from Gobs. Now against 3. Now
Ôi, chỉ cho bay từ vái thì bay kẹt ngọt
Sutsujin gonna be taken very low. Gobs is going wild. 3 members.
Ôi,
And
giờ
now
bay từ
Makers
vai kia bay
is
ngọt.
clean up. Wants to jump in.
Ngọt
Will
xịt
be
trên
able
vào
to
đây.
get the Soul Sever. Taunted up by
xịt trên.
Edok, but he's gonna
Búa.
go for the Quella.
người tẹo đây đây cả mơ cả đè ơi phải là chẳng đang dễ thầm mạch nhắm là chắc nhắm ăn gì đấy 8 kg cái này.
Voila! That's going to do wrong! Finding the best crack.
Right, kids. Is unkillable. Tyron can't get to him up top.
Solo kill can see that.
A
Soloed.
little too aggressive. No purifying. Yeah, Toy was able to find the solo. That's big for RRQ, considering Toy will be crucial entering the late game. So perhaps
Chỉ cái lấy đào con thầm trái này kìm mỹ.
for now. Still though, 1,500 gold lead secured by Geek Fam. Second turtle is up. Geek Fam
They find it.
has the momentum, but Alpha, remember, with the Spirit of Alpha, can definitely turn things around.
Good take there, Rins. So low as we get the fight started. He has already used the Crimson Beacon earlier. A boy wants to go for the chase again. Ida holding on to the turtle. Sutsujin.
Boloisky chạm chuột vào đây. Ê, ở bên passive nữa mà bánh passive nữa chạm vào đây.
Sutsujin still on the turtle. Make it the color. Toy won't be able to get in close.
Chuột vào
Boloisky with
đây.
the
Bàn to thò rồi.
That's beautiful. Steal.
Lột choán bấp. Chuột thòi rồi đấy. Để thói cho bắn chơi mà.
The synchro vision, RRQ forced to run away again. This is looking like a stompy stomp. The Kingslayers are eating up the Kings of Kings. Oh my lord, Rins.
They were able to find the right angles, pressing the right button in that second turtle taken. RRQ again being in the back foot. Oh,
Thôi nó cho man chơi bà mày phải để.
1,500 gold lead. That's not a good sign.
No, it's not a good sign when you go Spear of Alpha and you get out-traded in the 2v1. Wait, kids. He is Sasuke in this game, man. Unkillable, 3-0-3. I'm not talking about the guy who ran from the Leaf Village early. I'm talking about late game Sasuke, man. Like when he was Shadow Hokage and stuff.
Yeah, keep in mind as well, Make's level 11, Sutsujin level 8. 3 level difference. 6 minutes
Đọc
in,
mùi
almost 7
tôi
now.
lòng về 4
Let's
này.
see RRQ, they are just playing for Toy. That's going to be the script for RRQ.
Who's gonna get to a boy? I think, Lancer player.
Chọc vào bồi
Spear
muối.
of
Ê,
Alpha,
flick chain muối.
no Spear of Alpha.
Vãi, chọc bay.
Jumped into the bag, make it with the
Chọc
chase.
xịt sụt chiên ra rút na rồi.
Down a boy. Gets a Sky Piercer. RRQ are in shambles.
Oh my, Geek Fam.
Geek Fam bay á. Ta.
Execution on this
Ồ, chú
game
đích mình
has
mập 2 đấy.
almost flawless.
Đích bay buôn sồn.
Sure, he was taken down earlier with the solo, but
Đinh bay động đại động là bao bao mà.
shabby, not too behind if you compare it to Toy. So let's say it's going to be Geek Fam now with the mid prio.
Đâm.
The inner turret bottom side has been taken down.
This is not going to be a win. A Purify out already.
Ê, ê,
2v1.
ê.
Edok is once again in a position where he has nothing to say about the game. You put him on a Gata Kacha again. This goes against everything that we've been talking about. RRQ strengths. They basically said, nah, we
Thì
don't need
chứ
it.
anh mới lấy mùi Geek Fam.
They really do. Turtle, perfect for Geek Fam.
Lên alpha chụp kim mỹ chạm á. Kim mỹ quay.
To the mid game.
Kim mỹ xuống lên nha ngọn.
Carter International Velodrome is silent, ladies and gentlemen, knowing that
Chạm kim mỹ lên vô tại chạm kim mỹ đấy.
behind 5,000. Let's see, 2 items for Toy. Once
Sniper.
third item, I feel like okay, RQ can definitely get creative, and I think they need to get that creative play ASAP. Geek Fam, all they need to do is just stay solid, keep it tight. They should enter the late game later on with a healthy foundation.
Sigani, I don't even think so. I think 3 items still. RRQ won't be able to really do much. This is a tanky lineup again. Now that they're
Boom.
so far ahead, even tankier for
Không.
Polsky and Gobs. You jump around like that, Gobs is gonna shoulder bash you, Gobs is gonna displace you. You're gonna have to use skill 2 for someone. One of the CCs.
Đừng vô ấy thử váy kim mỹ đi. Coi mới sắp tí.
Fraction pulse, immobilization field with skill 2 of the Kimmy again, and then make hits with a blade surge. Phobias with almost everything in his kit. Last but not least with the Badang. One skill 2 from 1-1, you try to fly and then you die.
Loisky can see đó. Cái cho bầy.
He doesn't go for the Crimson Beacon, he doesn't in the
Trời
end.
ơi, Flicker.
But he loses
Flicker
a
nó
lot
chọc
of
vào nè.
HP. And RRQ can't even trade with the Alpha, now they go on to Gob.
Ô, chọc tạp cho phí.
That's it.
À, phải lên. Lên ESP lên tần nó thế này có nè. Ai kẻ muốn lên cái lũ tần nó nè.
also as Geek Fam, same. But the mid here, at least RRQ, they have cleared their wave. So as it stands, 9 minutes in, even though they're behind 6,000 gold, their mid turret still stands.
5,000 gold lead, Lord number 1.
5,000 gold lead.
Gentlemen, the Fallen Kings might fall even deeper. Heck, they all
ជាប់មួយទៀត load មកដូច load ឲ្យគេយក passive ចឹង load មកដូច load ឲ្យគេយក passive ចឹង
They put RRQ
load free នេះមានចូលរួចស្អីតែគេមេមួយកន្លុកចិត្តឈឹងនេះ
already in the 10th minute of the game.
គេមួយយក 3 4 អ្នកមក